Kitsap County in Washington State has been in quite a need of of, of, of bridges, quite a lot, to connect one part of land to the other. One of the main reasons is because the land is so broken up, and I mean, having only very few roads and then having to go so far out of the way just to do that kind of costs a lot of gasoline and it costs a lot of money too. And that's really not the way to do it, if you see what I mean. And so, with this at stake, we have to make sure we have what we need to carry on. This one bridge, as you might see in the first picture, that one is going is supposed to be the one that connects Lamolo Shores with Keyport and helps 308 make its way to 305. With that at stake, that would make it a lot easier for like the Bainbridge Island to Silverdale, because then they don't have to go by Paulsbo. They can just turn here and go through Keyport, and people don't have a way to get there from here. And then they can basically take 308 up to the interchange of 308 and SR3, and then just continue the rest of the way to Silverdale. Or they can take the old Silverdale Way before the freeway came through. Now it'd make it easier, because then we can have one route that does just that, and then the 32 can run at the same time between Paulsbo and Silverdale. The road connection, the part that you see on the right is the correct one. The left was just a typo. That'll be fixed eventually. I just don't know how or when it'll be fixed. It's just going to take time, and then it'll eventually look a little decent. The planners are probably thinking about maybe another causeway, which would be a lot easier to build. Yeah. But here, over by Clearwater Casino, as you can see, they they have built quite a casino, and here in this area, they're currently working on making a new um, transit center in the area, so that the buses can turn in. This driveway here on the left is actually where they'll be going in and out of both the 90 and 91, because then they'll have a transit center there where they can go, and it'll make it easier to get in and out without buses will go there. And the traffic, see this old park and ride right here, it's not really worth anything anymore. It's not even needed, because the parking garage is now used at the casino is now used as a park and ride. Makes it a lot easier, because then you can go between there and the buses. This old park and ride is going to be gone eventually and changed to be the new road to the new bridge. Here on this page, however, is what the Agate Passage Bridge looks like right now. It doesn't look like it really meets the requirements for today. I mean, 2 lanes is just not enough. It puts out too much traffic congestion. Not to mention, it's not very pedestrian safe. Most pedestrians have been able to get across the bridge both ways pretty safely. Others have probably accidentally tripped over the railing, and they had to settle for the Lord pretty early in life, and that wasn't too good. And not to mention, the sidewalks are a little too narrow, and that does kind of make it pretty hard for vehicles to see that they're on it. But with a new causeway, they may actually have tunneled sidewalks. I mean, hard for vehicles to get on, and very hard to climb up on, and end up slipping and falling into the passage, and having to say, "So long, it's been good to know ya." It would make it a lot easier. Rayton Road might be a little bit affected by the situation, but not too much. There's a list of intersections in Kitsap County that are in need of a traffic signal. There's also a list of the ones still hanging on the wire that need to be changed to the overhead metal girder. If we can, yeah, Clearwater Casino is currently getting the money they can from all the gamblers there are to help make these things possible. Eventually, this bridge will look like a causeway. It won't look as with all this scaffolding all the time. It'll be a lot easier to get through. I mean, you name it. Just, I mean, it'll have 4 lanes, and you can, and then you don't have to worry about trouble with pedestrians and traffic anymore. It'll be a lot harder for a distraught mental patient to be able to attempt suicide there too, because then there's no place to do it, and if there's no place to do it, then none of the traffic gets stopped anymore. In fact, there's already other ways we're trying to make sure this doesn't stop too. Just listen and find out. One of the things you can do, as well as the Clearwater Casino is getting money, is you can also donate some silver yogurt container lids and some golden twist tabs on some shot needle caps of white and orange. They're worth between $100 and $1,000 each, and then you can, for each individual one, and then you can basically help contribute. You can even donate some of your money from your bank account to them to help them get this done. This would make it a lot easier, because then we can make things look the way they're supposed to. Rayton Road, on the other hand, on the south end of the bridge, might have a little bit of might be a little troublesome, but it won't. But not for long. I think everything's going to work out just fine. Here is where the south part of Bainbridge Island connects to Illahee, and this way, when you go down the area, you can go down into this part of the island, and you can make your way across, and you can get all the way in through Keyport, and then down through Bremerton as well. Yeah, it's just our program takes you don't know anything about us very sensitively. In fact, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a court order to just simply take businesses away from people who talk that way, and we'll just buy it ourselves, and we'll help make sure everybody's welcome. Because we don't do construction for our own needs. We do it for everybody's needs. So we have to be thoughtful to others and listen to their wishes. And just do donations as spoken. That's all we got to do to get it.